Before we get into today's video, can I just remind everyone to do your own due diligence, take everything as entertainment only, not a financial advisor.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video is just going to be a short one. Well, I'll try to keep it short anyway. It's just a bit of an update on Argo blockchain. Some good news has came out today. Exciting changes. Just want to go over it with everybody. But before we do, can you please like, please subscribe, help me grow the channel, guys. Appreciate every single one of you that has helped me out so far. We're very, very close to monetization now, guys. Well, hopefully. Pending obviously Google's review. So yeah, it's exciting, guys, and this video is about Argo blockchain, and it is exciting as well. I love Argo blockchain. We've been covering it now for 5-6 months. I've been invested in it. We've been buying dips. It's been a roller coaster. Obviously, Argo blockchain being in the crypto mining sector, guys, is heavily linked to Bitcoin because that is what they mine. Bitcoin's been on a bit of a journey, but recently, guys, we've seen it go back over the 40,000 mark, and that is very exciting. So Argo's been getting a lot of traction. There's been talk of listing on the NASDAQ. There's talk of the Texas factory going into construction. A lot of things in the pipeline that are very, very exciting. For anyone new to the channel, anyone that is maybe not aware of Argo blockchain, I'll share the link to one of my recent videos where you can go in and have a high level overview, but there's plenty of different videos. We've looked at charts, we've talked about the different catalysts, we've talked about everything to do with Argo on this channel, and we will continue to do so. Today's video, I just want to direct you to what Peter Wall, who is the CEO, I want to talk a little bit about what some of the news he's came out with. Rather than me reiterate everything, I just felt it'd be better if we just watch this video that came out today. It's only about a minute. I've chopped bits of it out, so let's watch that now.
The first is we've made some changes to the board. We have some new additions. Colleen Sullivan, Maria Perella, and Sarah Gao have joined the board, and we're really excited about that, as well as our finance director, Alex Appleton, is now a board member as well. Just a little bit about the three new board members. Colleen Sullivan is a crypto expert and investor. She's the CEO of CMT Digital, based in the US. She's really one of the most well-known investors in the space in the US. Super connected, super smart. It's really a coup for us to have her on the board. We're really excited about it. Maria Perella is a former CFO of various publicly traded firms in Canada, a long track record in working with public companies. And then Sarah Gao is a private investor. She's a deep interest in crypto. She's a long-time investor in Argo, and has been involved with the company on that side as an investor for a while. Our board members that are leaving, James, Marco, and Ian. Always interesting times around here. Onwards and upwards.
So great news there from Peter. I'm excited, especially the whole CMT Digital thing. We've looked into that today here. If we go on to CMT Digital, you can see, guys, slick website, plenty of investments in the whole crypto space, guys. They've been around since late 2013, so you're talking about 8 years of experience in that whole space. So they're very, very high level expertise, which is what Peter said there. We can see here 2014 they started legal and policy engagement in the crypto asset space. They made their initial investment in 2016, so they know what they're doing. They've been in from early doors and they've reaped the rewards of that. 20 plus professionals, 24/7 operations, 50 plus coins, and 36 portfolio companies, and 4 fund investments. You go down to the team, you can see Colleen here and stuff. So I share Peter Wall's enthusiasm here. This is exciting. This is good. More expertise. Sad to see some of the guys go, that have left. They have done good service till now, but this is better. The Canadian public investment, that sounds interesting. What's the public relations going to be there? A lot of exciting stuff, guys. Just wanted to touch on that. That's out in the RNS today, and that is good news. Positive. We could talk about the rumors of the NASDAQ more, but I feel like I covered all in the previous video, and we've talked about the Texas, so I just want to wrap up the video as quick as I can, guys. Just an update. We'll just have to do a bit of a look at the charts here, just to try and see, what's likely to come, although you can never predict these things. But let's just see how we're doing, guys. Okay, so as of today, we'll look at the UK first, and then we'll have a look at the USA market. Price is currently in and around £1.35, and if we zoom out, guys, this is on the weekly. We can see, we've had the highs again all around the sort of £3.50. We've had a bit of a fall from grace, guys, but again, a lot of that has been triggered purely by the Bitcoin decline that we have seen. We have seen a bit of a bounce back in Bitcoin, so no surprise that we've seen the stock price also go up. But within that, Argo's obviously had the positive news of Texas and so on and so forth. We're quite significantly off the 100 EMA. We did bounce off that quite nicely. And that seems to be acting as some sort of support there. And I did have this line originally just to sort of give an indication that worst case it could really fall down into here. But it's very unlikely for me to see these lows. I personally will always be topping up in anything under £1 at this stage. However, you have to be prepared for the crash. There could be a potential big pullback coming, and we've talked about that in other videos. I'm a bit wary, so I wouldn't go A and B. It's a long hold, guys. I plan to have this for 20 odd years, as long as the fundamentals and the timelines keep being met and the catalysts look good. I'm going to be in this for a long time, so there's no need to panic too much or rush into buying anything. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, picking up shares as I go, continually to dollar cost average, and just increase my position, but only on the dips or on when the chart's telling me. Right now, we're definitely on a bit of a rise, so it'll be interesting to see how the next few days pan out. And if we go into the hourly, guys, we can see here sort of over the last week how much it has just rose. Quite a large jump on the 26th. You can see here huge volume, and that's coming in on the back of some of the news that we've talked about. And now we've just been going sideways. So the bearish scenario is we drop and we fill this gap up, guys. That is quite a possibility. But what we are liking, which gives me a bit of a bullish run theory, is the fact that this 100 EMA is on the incline, and that is coming in behind. So that's coming up. So it'll be interesting to see where all this is going. On the hourly chart, guys, we can see here that the MACD has crossed over, however, so that's not the greatest sign either. And so quite a bit of volume on the selling side of things. As always, there's a bullish and bearish scenario. I'm trying to be as honest, guys. It could go down, it could fall, and I would be looking for the resistance of about £1.20. As it stands, we're not too far away from that, so it's not a terrible time if you're thinking about opening a position in Argo blockchain. Guys, similar sort of pattern. Obviously, we don't have as long to go back because it only come on to the pink sheets sort of in December there, but we can see similar pattern, sunk based on the Bitcoin, and then on this week we've had that sort of gap up, so don't need to say any more about that. If we look back onto the R chart here, that tells a better picture, guys. You can see here, again, highly volatile, guys. Anyone new to Argo, be prepared for mad swings. You have the potential of a 10% up or down in any given day. And we can see these huge swings on the MACD has crossed over and went on large runs. The volume has come in to really gap up on these different scenarios. And again, we have our 100 EMA showing bullish sign. It is slowly going on an incline, which is good. We've also got our 200, which is, I would give that a slight incline. It's still looking quite bullish in that sense. But then again, also, we do have the MACD crossing over here, which would give a bit of a bearish side. For me, again, if we pull it out, guys, you can see even at a high level, in and around $1 is sort of decent. You could probably see lows in and around 90 cents a share. Obviously, we've had previous lows, but I'd be very surprised, again, unless there's a crash or a significant pullback or terrible news comes out, I'd be very surprised if it falls below the 90 cents. So yeah, anywhere around sort of $1 would be a great buying opportunity. But again, with the recent news, the way the Bitcoins are rising, you potentially could be buying in at this price, and it wouldn't be the worst. Dollar cost average in, spread your money across, minimize the risks, of course, build your position, do all those things to mitigate any risks. Since the 15th of July, when the good news came out about Texas, NASDAQ, XYZ, we have gapped up. It's sunk down, as most things do after a bullish run. And we gapped up again, and we've sort of went around, and then we gapped up again and went up. We'd be wary of what way it could go, guys. There is a significant gap here of in and around, sort of 16%. That could be looked to be filled. Doesn't necessarily mean it could be filled, but we do have our EMAs coming in here as support. But like I said, that EMA, if you look at it right here, guys, if I just draw the line, that is sort of in and around that. So there is a gap that could be filled, guys. That's the bear case scenario. Bullish case scenario is we do have some good news. The market sentiment's turning. Bitcoin's going. We have the EMAs going on an incline. So it really could go either way. that's the video, guys. Hopefully that's helped people maybe get a bit of an idea of targets and prices. For me, it's a long hold. I'm going to be using this. I've done my buying for now. I'm more than content to sit back. Looking at the charts, if an opportunity arises, I'm going to be loading the boat, especially if it comes in and around £1. That's my thoughts, guys. Love to know your thoughts. Are you invested in Argo? Are you excited about the changes? You know, do you think the NASDAQ listing could possibly happen? To me, it's very optimistic, but I am fingers crossed. It would be brilliant for this stock, for more exposure and all the good stuff that comes along with that. That's the video. Please help me out. Subscribe if you want to get more Argo blockchain information. If you like a bit of more chart analysis, let me know what way you like these videos structured, guys, because I don't mind doing whatever you want. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.